My guest today is Holly Rowe. She's going to be working for ESPN here at the Women's Final Four. Holly, what special challenges does a tournament situation present where, with all due respect to UConn, you're not necessarily sure who your next assignment's going to be?
It is a quick turnaround. You know, I'm frantically watching the games from the regional finals and who did what in the overtime game with some of the teams. So there is a quick window of preparation. And to quite be honest, some teams that I expected to get here that I'd kind of pre-prepared didn't get here. So I'm like, oh, interesting.
How about, so once we get down on the floor, it is packed. This is, going to be a well-attended event. Help us trace your movements. What are you doing during game? Where do you go? How do you get there?
I'm the person that you'll see running around like a chicken with their head off. I try to feel what is important when. So let's say this particular team's gone on a run. I might go to the other team's huddle because I know that they're going to try to call a timeout to stop the run. What's it going to be that they're saying defensively to stop the run? So I try to feel like what's going to be important when in which huddle. And so sometimes that's like back and forth, back and forth. I always try to wear really comfortable shoes, if not sneakers, because I put on some miles, 2 games in a day, you're covering 4 teams. So I do put in some work.
How tough is it? I mean, how difficult is it for you to dodge whoever's sitting down there and move around the security and all that?
I don't know. I'm sure there's funny times where I'm like under the arm of someone with the Gatorade and, oh, here comes this and you got to get it out of this way. So I do try to stay out of people's way, but it's funny. I think you are dodging and ducking and it's pretty funny.
What are some things that folks may not have thought of about this storyline, about this Final Four?
Well, I hear the line from people generally about, oh, no, who can beat UConn? I think every team here has a chance to beat UConn. I mean, if this was a foregone conclusion, why would we be playing these games? No one in America studies how to beat UConn more than Tara Vanderveer. I mean, I think she is maybe the most exceptional chess player when it comes to schemes and how to defend. So I don't know if she has the personnel. She has the mind to beat UConn and has. They're the last team to beat them in this current streak. I think South Carolina has played UConn this season. The fear factor, the unknown factor is gone. They're playing at a much higher level than they had been when they played UConn earlier this season. They're a threat. Mississippi State, if you look at the score, we did their game last year against UConn. They lost by 60. Okay. I almost wanted them. They're just scrolling it across the bottom line of ESPN, and I'm like, stop scrolling that. No one is going to watch this game. But Vic Schaefer met with Gino in the offseason, and Vic has taken, influence and ideas from Gino, and his team's better. So can they be disruptive and be something different than we thought? We never know how it's going to turn out. That's what's exciting.
Well, certainly it is exciting. It's exciting to have the Final Four here in Dallas. So, Holly, thank you very much for talking to us.
Oh, well, thank you. And thanks for coming out and showing an interest in women's basketball. I appreciate that very much. Thank you.
Oh, we have a WNBA team here. We have college teams. We've got women's basketball.
Good. Yes, I know. I love the new Dallas team here. We're excited to cover them this season. The WNBA season starts May 13th. So excited about that.
Awesome. With Holly Rowe for the Fort Worth Weekly, I'm Rush Olson.